Somewhere beneath a gnarled tree root, a mother fox trembled, her amber eyes wide with fear, her tiny kit huddled close, shivering violently. Passers-by wandered along the forest trail, some noticing the anxious pair, but none stepped forward. "It's just a fox. Nature has to handle this," a hiker muttered, shrugging and pulling his jacket tighter. Another group laughed nervously. "Why even bother? It's probably fine." The mother fox's low whimper carried through the chill air, small and desperate, a silent plea for help. The kit's faint squeaks punctuated the quiet, echoing off the trunks of the ancient pines. Every sound was a cry for someone to act, yet no one did. Then Maya Collins appeared. Her boots crunched softly on frost-coated leaves as she approached, eyes scanning every movement of the foxes. Her jacket, dusted with previous rescues' snow and mud, didn't announce her as a threat. She knelt a few feet from the den, careful to appear non-threatening, lowering herself slowly to the forest floor. The mother fox stiffened, a low growl vibrating in her throat, muscles taut, ready to defend her young. The kit whimpered again, pressing closer. Maya's eyes softened, voice steady. "I won't hurt you. I just want to help. Stay calm, and everything will be okay." A nearby hiker whispered to his friend, "She's crazy. It'll bite her." Maya didn't flinch. Instead, she reached slowly into her backpack, retrieving a small cloth and antiseptic. She placed them near the den, letting the fox approach on her own terms. The kit sniffed cautiously, its tiny whiskers trembling in the cold wind. The smell of pine frost and the faint tang of blood from the mother fox's paw mingled in the air. "Step back," someone called out nervously. "She's wild." "I know what I'm doing," Maya replied, her tone calm, almost rhythmic. "Just a little patience. That's all it takes." The mother fox tilted her head, eyes darting between Maya and the humans lingering at the edge of the forest clearing. Every instinct screamed to defend her kit, yet she hesitated, sensing the difference in this human's presence. The kit peeked out, ears twitching, whiskers quivering. A gust of wind rattled a nearby branch, startling the kit. The mother fox growled, muscles tensing, but Maya remained steady, kneeling, unblinking, her movements slow, deliberate, precise. A spectator muttered, "Do you know who she is?" Maya's voice was barely audible, a whisper just for herself. "Call sign, Echo 1." The name carried weight among wildlife rescuers. It spoke of countless rescues, of courage in the face of danger, of skill honed under pressure. The mother fox's eyes softened fractionally. The kit took a small step toward the cloth, the first sign of trust forming. The wind shifted, scattering leaves across the clearing. The mother fox flinched, but did not flee. Maya edged closer, laying out the cloth for warmth, murmuring softly. The forest held its breath, silent witnesses to a moment suspended between fear and hope, danger and salvation. The crowd, who had laughed, whispered and doubted, now watched in stunned silence. Mockery had vanished, replaced by awe. Every heartbeat of the forest seemed to pulse with anticipation. Step by cautious step, trust was being built. Step by deliberate step, 2 fragile lives were being saved. And Maya Collins would not walk away. The distant crunch of boots on frost-crusted leaves announced the arrival of reinforcements. Dr. Eleanor Rivers, a wildlife veterinarian renowned for Arctic and forest rescues, slid carefully through the underbrush, followed by Chief Ranger Daniel Holt and 2 specialized responders. They paused, taking in the scene. The mother fox crouched protectively over her trembling kit, and Maya Collins, poised and calm, had edged close enough to guide them without alarming the animals. "Stand back," Holt whispered to the team. "She's got this." Dr. Rivers crouched beside Maya, scanning the mother fox with trained eyes. "Minor paw injury, probably from the den collapse. Stress levels are high. Any sudden movement, and they could bolt." Maya's voice remained soft but firm. "Sedative ready. Low dose. We move slowly, together. Trust me." The crowd of onlookers, who had earlier mocked and whispered doubts, now watched in awed silence. Whispers of disbelief replaced earlier laughter. Fear had turned to astonishment. Step by step, Maya extended her hand toward the mother fox, letting calm energy bridge the gap. "Easy. Stay still," she murmured. The kit peeked out, sniffing the air, trembling less with each measured breath. The wind carried the mingling scents of pine, frost, and faint blood, along with the palpable tension of life hanging in the balance. Dr. Rivers administered the sedative under Maya's guidance. The mother fox flinched briefly, then relaxed, muscles softening as his calm slowly replaced panic. Maya moved with surgical precision, wrapping the injured paw with a protective dressing and supporting the fox's chest to steady her breathing. Each motion spoke of countless rescues, skill forged under life or death pressure. Holt turned to the crowd, voice calm but commanding. "For those who wondered, this is Maya Collins. Call sign, Echo 1. She's rescued animals from floods, fires, and perilous terrain most of you couldn't imagine. And right now she's saving a life many thought impossible." A wave of awe swept over the spectators. Mockery and hesitation had vanished. Respect, silent but palpable, replaced them. Together, Maya, Dr. Rivers, and the team lifted the mother and kit onto a reinforced stretcher. The kit nestled against its mother, trembling but safe. Engines rumbled as they prepared to transport them to a wildlife rehabilitation center. The forest seemed to exhale, leaves stilling, as if acknowledging the triumph of courage and compassion. A woman from the crowd stepped forward, tears streaming. I'm sorry. We laughed. We didn't understand." Maya looked up, her face calm, her voice steady. "Fear makes people step back. Compassion makes someone step forward. That is the choice that matters." The stretcher was loaded. The mother fox let out a soft, almost imperceptible rumble of relief. The kit's tiny body relaxed. Maya watched until they disappeared safely into the vehicle, her heart steady but heavy with the weight of responsibility and triumph. The forest seemed quieter now, as though every tree, every leaf bore witness to a lesson. Bravery does not roar. Sometimes it kneels in the dirt, facing fear, refusing to abandon the helpless. One woman, 2 lives, 1 choice. And in that moment, compassion echoed louder than any storm. The wind whispered through the pines, carrying a silent truth. Courage can be quiet, patience can be powerful, and one person's determination can change the fate of the innocent.